Alright, hello y'all. We are back with another video. Let's see if this makes it out this editing stage. In this video, we will be showing y'all simple maintenance, how to change your oil. My car is the V6 version, but it should be the same. Spec size, not really, but the aspect, it should be the same for the 4-banger as well. It's real easy. I'm gonna do it here at my college campus, so we'll get a move on, and I'll see y'all down there once I get my car warmed up and all set. All right, y'all, so we have our little spot that we're gonna be doing it on. As you can see, I had my little alien antennas on for Halloween, but what we're gonna do first is jack up the car and put one side on the jack stand, because this is the budget version of an oil change. So I'm not at home, so we're gonna do that real quick. All right, y'all. So first things first, change into your work clothes. So I have some clothes that I worked with on my car before. And then next thing you're gonna wanna do is to jack up your car. So a neat thing that I've kind of learned with this is find where you're gonna you're gonna put the mounting surface on. And then if you're using this type of jack, just place it like a couple, like right before the jack, so that way you kind of have space to lift the jack up and you're not struggling to like put it on a mounting surface, I guess. So it's a lot of talking. I only have like 29 minutes on my sword, so we'll go ahead and get that jacked up real quick. All right, and then real quick, before you jack your car up, open the hood. What you're going to do here is just take off the oil cover or the oil cap for the valve cover, and take out the dipstick as well, so that way it has ventilation. And when you open it from the bottom, it doesn't have pressure build up. You can relieve the pressure up here and it flows seamlessly down. So we're gonna go ahead and take off the oil cap and the dipstick, my bad. All right, oil cap and valve cover, or not valve cover, cap and the dipstick cover is off. So we'll go ahead and jack up the car now. All right, so we have one jack stand on, and that's pretty good. I mean, I can do it like this, but we are going to go ahead and just slightly put this jack up on the other side just for security reasons. 2 jacks are better than 1, even if it's a scissor jack, so we're going to put that on real quick. All right, so we have the scissor jack right there just for secondary support, and now we are going to be able to get to the bottom of the car. So give me 1 second. Oh, also, I'm going to remove this wheel because I have a splash guard that is rubbing, and as you can see right here, it's rubbing against the tire whenever I turn. So I'm going to try to see if I can push this up a bit, or at least put like a push pin in here, because this part is slightly out of place. So we'll go ahead and see what happens. All right, next thing on your list is to find a socket that will fit. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 17 millimeter. So we'll go ahead and find that out now. Go down here. The oil pan for the V6 is under here, and the bolt is right there. I think it's a 16. This one fits, but it's moving around a lot. So, all right, scratch that. It is a 17 millimeter. So, make sure to put your oil pan underneath your oil catcher pan. My bad. For your oil catcher pan over here, underneath where the bolt will be. All right, so once we have your oil drainage catcher pan underneath there, you are free to loosen the bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. It's a guarantee I'm gonna get rust in my eyes. So. Alright guys, so to loosen it up, you're gonna turn it to your left, lefty-loosey. I always keep forgetting that, but you're gonna push up when you're down here. So get our trusty paper bag and our drain pan. We'll go ahead and get this show on the road. Slowly start letting it drip. And then you're gonna put the bolt on the oil pan. Then let's get out of here. That's why I like the plastic bag method, because this is the only part of your hand that gets dirty. So just let the oil drain for a bit, and then once we see the flow starting to slow down, we will go ahead and plug that drain plug back in, and then we'll do the oil filter next. Don't forget about the oil filter. All right, so once we have the oil drain plug all cleaned up, what we can do is take this, go down here again. As you can see, the flow is just drips now. So what we're gonna do is just go through here and plug that joint back in. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Oh, as shown. Ow, accidentally slipped a bit. All right, and then we'll just tighten it up, have the space. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on over to the oil filter, which is just in front of the oil pan. So it's this little joint right here. And we're gonna see if we can try to manually take it off, because I did not bring my freaking tool for it. So we'll see if this comes off yet. So this comes off with a twist. You're gonna twist it to your, if you're standing down here, you're gonna twist it to your left again. And I guess we can use the plastic bag method for this actually. All right, I just realized I had flash, guys. So we'll go ahead and take our plastic bag, turn it inside out. And what we're gonna do is just twist this off. And a little bit of oil is gonna come down, no worries. We'll just let the oil drip down. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the plastic bag to put the oil filter in that, and then just toss it away. The bag, you can just throw it away. And then what you're gonna do now is install the new oil filter. The setup I'm going with, I use Mobile One. You know, it's pretty good with performance sports car. So the oil filter for that, the oil filter number is M1-1110A. Again, this is the GT V6 automatic. So we'll go ahead and take this out, and then we're using 5WD-30. I know it says in the owner's manual to use 5WD-20, but if you're driving your car like that slow grandma driving, like daily driving, if you're pushing your car sometimes when you get on the freeway or you're pushing around with your buddies, you're definitely going to want to bump it up to 5W30. So it's more thicker, it protects the engine more, and you can go look it up in the forums as well. They recommend this stuff too. So we'll go ahead and install the oil filter now. It comes with a plastic covering. We're just going to go ahead and take this off, and then we're going to go ahead and install the oil filter. So once you're down here, you're going to want to check the mating surface. I know, fancy, right? So you're going to want to check the mating surface of the oil filter. Just clean the thread a bit and clean this. Make sure there's no rubber ring on that. Sometimes that'll fuck up your seal. And then what we'll do now is just twist it. Oh, make sure it threads in well. And we're just going to twist it in like that. So you don't want to go super tight, but you want it tight enough to where you can hand tighten it to a point where you can also remove it with your hand as well. So once we have it to our desired tightness, you don't want to leave it too tight, because the pressure as well from the oil is gonna make the seal more harder to open. So, and that is how you install the oil filter. We're gonna go ahead and clean down here real quick, and then we'll show you how to tighten it, and then we'll be done with the drainage of the oil. So next step after I tighten the bolt is to put in the new oil. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so once you make sure the bottom screws and the oil filter is tightened up, you are done with the drainage process. So what you can do now is take off the jacks and the jack stand. So that's what I'll do right now. Got the car on the ground. What we're gonna do now is we are going to, so we'll go ahead and lift this back up and then put in the oil. All right, so this is a 3.8 liter V6, so we're going to put just slightly above that.
Que suba un huevo que lo voy a mamar.
Diablo, pero maldito. Ojalá se mate. Maldito.
Try to not not get everywhere like I did.
They with the rat pack. Hit 'em with the chopper, that's the rat trap.
It's about there. Put a little bit more. Since we spilled oil on this, we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down real quick. Like my dad says, if it's not one thing, it's another. Wipe it down once. Again. Take it out. Slightly above the second dot. So once the motor starts moving, it'll even out. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Change the motor oil on a 2006 to 2012 Mitsubishi Eclipse V6. Implement the same ideology on the four-banger, but that's pretty much it, how you change your oil. So it's pretty simple. If you guys like this video, found it helpful, give me a like, I guess. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. I have it, depending on what order I post, I'm probably gonna post this first video first, but I do have some more videos coming, so stay tuned and we'll see y'all next time. Also, really quick, this is very important, make sure to put your oil cap on. That is very important. So another good housekeeping measure I like to do is I rip off a bit of the oil filter box, and then I take a pen, and what I do is I just write down the mileage that I did the change and just add 5,000 miles to that. I know when to change my oil next time. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video. We'll see y'all next time.